Hey everyone, this video is all about getting a good night's sleep, so hope that you enjoy, hope that you find it useful, and try and stay awake until the end. So first tip is one that I think I talked about in a recent relaxation video, and that is removing all electronic devices from the bedroom. So iPhone, iPad, BlackBerry, laptop. I think it's really tempting these days to be plugged in to our phones and our laptops and our equipment all the time, and to be checking emails and Twitter and Facebook, and I really don't think that it's actually conducive to a good night's sleep or for relaxing in general. If you need your iPhone for an alarm clock, get an alarm clock, get an actual clock. You can go to Argos and get one that needs batteries for a couple of quid. It is really worth the money just to make sure that all of the things that can distract you and stress you out are out of the bedroom. Second tip, and this is really going to make me sound like a John Lewis sales lady, is about mattresses, and I'm really a stickler for a good quality mattress. If I ever stay in a hotel with a bad mattress, it puts me off the entire hotel. I think it's so important for a good night's sleep. And with that in mind, I think that if you can buy the best mattress that you can afford, whether that's £50 or £50,000, you know, really research it and really go and test a few out, because it makes such a difference to your night's sleep. And also, not only that, not only comfort, it's really all about, you know, how your spine's protected and everything is supported and kept in alignment. I think it's really important. I sound like a total geek now. Sleepy tea. I wanted to just give this a quick mention because I do have a cup of sleepy tea every night, and I know that lots of people, I see them on YouTube and Twitter, and they're having their tea before bed. However, what I want to say is don't have it too close to bedtime. I leave it about an hour and a half or 2 hours, because if you leave it too close, the inevitable happens, which is you need a wee during the night, which isn't a nice feeling, and I don't think it's a feeling that really makes you feel relaxed and sleepy. And I know that for me, if I have a tea or a big pint of water just before bed for some reason, I have that niggly feeling all night, and I normally have to get up. Can't believe I'm actually talking about this, but there we go. No tea, wee, that kind of thing. Next thing I want to talk about is little rituals that you have before bed, or that you can kind of build up for yourself, that will help your brain to realise that it's time to switch off. And one of those things, I think, is kind of removing all stimulants, so things like television and iPad and iPhone and all those kind of things that keep your brain kind of flickering on and off. So get rid of all of those things. I like to read books. I think that reading books is really relaxing, and there's no backlit screen, it's just paper. You can kind of throw it on the floor when you're falling asleep, and it's such a lovely way to fall asleep. So I like to do a lot of reading. Other little rituals: running a bath, that works for loads of people. I like to do my beauty routine, and I'm going to be talking about my beauty routine on Tuesday's video, all of my kind of overnight beauty treatments that I like to do, so look out for that one. So beauty routine, and then I get into bed, and something that I've done for years now is I write a diary, and whether it's a couple of lines, something that I've found funny, something that's made me sad, an observation, or it could be a whole page of writing, it doesn't matter. I try and write something every single day, and I almost feel like it just puts a big old tick at the end of the day to say that day's finished and I'm looking forward to the new day. I don't know, all of these little things that I do, I don't do them religiously, but they're just little signals to my mind to say, okay, it's time to wind down now and, you know, really get into that kind of sleep mode. Pillow spray. My mum would absolutely hate this tip because she hates any kind of room spray. They make her cough and they make her sneeze. But I've become very attached to this one from This Works, and to the point where I have little miniature ones that I take around with me when I travel, and I've really started to associate the smell of this with sleep. So my brain, even when I'm smelling it now and it is bedtime, thankfully, but my brain is smelling that and saying, okay, time to relax. So it's quite nice if you have a scent that you can associate with falling asleep. Last tip, and this one is more about the conditions of your room really than anything else. So it's about the temperature of the room and the air quality, I suppose. And my personal feeling is not to have the central heating cranked right up high. It's better to have a few more layers, like maybe I've got my pyjamas on, I've got a cardigan on over the top, and then I've got a few different blankets on my bed, and I prefer to build it up that way so that I can take layers off if I need to, rather than having the central heating really high and just a thin duvet or something. Because also I think with the central heating high, A, it's really vastly expensive, but B, it can give quite a stuffy air feeling, and I think it's nice to have a clearer air to breathe, even having the window open very slightly if it's not too cold outside. But it is getting really, really chilly in England now, and also they've just hiked up the central heating prices again, the gas prices. So I think lots of us will be piling on lots of blankets and extra socks and jumpers and things like that this year. One thing that I've just remembered, which is something that I've just started trying out. It's called a Lumi, and it's not halloumi, a Lumi, and it's a body clock, alarm clock. So it wakes you up with noise, but also with light. It mimics the sunrise. So you wake up, it kind of gradually increases with light. I've used it twice, and it does feel as though it energises me a little bit more than just waking up and the curtains being closed and it being pitch black. So watch this space. I'll write a blog post review on that when I've given it a bit more of a test. I'll put the link to my website below. So I think that is all of my tips for the moment. If I can think of anything else, I shall put them in the information box below. I think I mentioned my meditation app that I've been using in the relaxation video. It's called Simply Being, and I also use that quite a few nights after I've written my diary. That's another one of my little ritual things that I like to do. If you want to know more about that, I'll link to the relaxation video in the information box below. So, sleep well, my dear friends, and I shall see you in Tuesday's video, which is all about overnight beauty routines.